Maybe if I do control, oh, here we go. There we go. That helps. So it's control and plus. Did that help? Okay, perfect. All right, so here's what we'll do. Now that I know how to do that, that's simple. So we'll go to create audience and custom audience, and then customer file, and then choose file and copy and paste data. And as you can see, we've got a lot of different identifiers here. There's email, there's phone numbers, basically a bunch. First name, last name. So it'll start to pick up everything. Now also, there is a Facebook app user ID. I don't know necessarily what that is. I know what the page user ID is. I don't know if that's an app that they've downloaded or anything like that, but I'll try and find out because I know somebody will want to know. Now you can do this two different ways. You can upload a file here, a CSV or a text file, or you can copy and paste the data. Now I find it much easier to just go to my Excel and copy and paste everything. So what I'll do here is I click copy and paste, click inside, and I already have stuff saved on my browser. So I'm just gonna hit Control V, and so long as I haven't emptied out my cache, it should just go right in there, okay? Now, these are just a few addresses that I pulled off of a list from people that have either registered for my email list or, you know, some are contacts. Obviously, there's a KW email in here. So I'm not gonna save this audience. I'm just letting everybody know what it is, okay? So you can see it says it's showing the first 20 of the total of the 46 rows. That means that I'm trying to load 46 different emails into this, okay? When you scroll down then, you have to agree that basically to this, that you didn't purchase any of these emails. It is against the CAN-SPAM Act to purchase emails and bring them in and email out to people marketing-wise that do not, that they did not give permission to you. So be careful with that. Because we get so much spam anymore, I'm sure there's not a lot of people that actually report it. But if you get too many dings in your email marketing, it's probably because you have a bad list, okay? So here, before I save this, I'm just gonna call it email test up import, which is easy. And at that point, I'll hit next. Facebook basically says I can see at this point that everything's an at. Only one column is being mapped because all I'm doing is pulling in people's email addresses. Now, if I was going to keep this list, I would also pull in first name, last name. I might also try and pull in the phone number that I have for them just to give Facebook the most accurate data that I have that it could match against. At this point, I'll click upload and create. Gives me the audience data was uploaded, 46 rows uploaded, 100%. Now at this point, you've got a couple different options. You could do create a lookalike audience, which I do not recommend in real estate necessarily because lookalike audiences tend to be very large. And it also means that someone in Texas, let's say you're in Wisconsin or Minnesota, you may also pick up a bunch of names in Texas that you didn't want because Facebook's trying to match the most identical people in the list that you just updated or uploaded to a bunch of people that, you know, they may not know. So now if you're doing some sort of coaching program or you're looking for investors all over the US for something, then by all means, creating a lookalike audience is gold. But for those of us that are doing mostly local stuff, it's not in our best interest to use a lookalike audience, or at least in my impression, okay? At this point, you could also create an ad. There's no real use of doing that when we should probably just do it from the ads manager or to boost a post. So I don't really do that here either, okay? So I'll click done. And as you can see, I named this email test import. it says it's not ready because it's updating the audience. This can take anywhere from 30 minutes to, you know, well over an hour, sometimes up to 24 hours for Facebook to match it up. Now, the key is with any of the custom audiences, if there's a size of 20 to 30, then it will start to post. If by chance you have less than 20 matches, it will say audience too small, just like it does right here underneath this one. Okay. Now, obviously, I said this is a user profile on Facebook that I don't use very often. It's more just for coaching times. So this is why it says Pixel not installed, things like that. And then obviously this real estate news I started up just as a demo. So that's that. So that's really it for today. I just want to make sure that everyone gets their email addresses right into the system so that they can start to fan out some ads based on that. So now I've got a full wide screen here. I'm going to go back to my camera. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, so you should see the camera. And so that's that. Now, any questions? Yeah, any questions at all? Okay, so I know just a few people are here. Definitely want to make sure that everybody's here tomorrow because tomorrow's a big day. We're going to go over building ads. And now that you can see my screen, I'm actually going to build the ads with you right on the screen. I'm also going to make sure that everyone has all their questions answered. I plan on being online tomorrow from 12 noon until about 2 o'clock so that we can really get into what to post on each one of these pages and to also get into how to boost the ads, create the ads and then boost them, how to do it properly. We're going to actually do a full listing. And then I'm also going to walk through with you an open house that I'm doing this weekend that relied on a price reduction. So we're going to do that live on screen tomorrow as well.